he did say.
What's one of the worst gigs you ever played?
Oh man, there's been a few. I mean, so like when that pops into my head, the worst is defined as like no one was that even there. You know, like there's that kind of worst.
Sure,
like
sure,
we didn't
sure.
necessarily play bad, but there was
Right.
literally
But, yeah.
one person listening. And I played a few of those.
Yeah, but you could have been awesome.
Yeah,
you could have been.
yeah.
It could have been an awesome show.
Yeah, like I don't think. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Is there one that pops into your head? I mean, like there. I mean, I remember going like my first band I was ever in high school. Shout out to Empire. Our first name was Knockoff, and then we changed it to Empire. But
Solid.
yeah, and the name of our album was The Art of Conversation, and we took this awesome picture as the cover. It was like, you know, we were like super into the emo Taking Back Sunday kind of stuff, and like Weezer and Green Day and that kind of stuff too. So we took a picture of like the most emo album cover picture of all time. It was like an old phone that my buddy Two Tone had, and
Shout out to Two Tone.
yeah, shout out Two Tone, and we were at his house. That's where we practiced, and we cut the cord of the receiver. There used to be this thing called a receiver, and it was attached by a cord to the telephone where you hit the buttons, and it was like one of those curly ones.
Yeah.
It had like a spiral cord.
Yeah.
And we cut that, and then we put blood there, and we took a picture of that, so it looked like the phone cord was bleeding, and we called it The Art of Conversation. And so we played a show in Amherst, New Hampshire. We drove Two Tone's dad's van up there, and I don't know. I guess I must have been 16 because I think I drove. And we went to this little club that none of us had ever been to before, and there was like two people there. There was the sound guy, and which was amazing that they even had a sound guy, because the sound guy was the entire audience too. And there was like one girl who worked there. I mean, there maybe I'm misremembering this, but there wasn't that many.
Somebody
people.
Accidentally came in.
Yeah, there was like there could have been like 2 or 3 other people. Like there might have been another band there or something.
Yeah,
that was
they were
playing.
the audience.
Yeah,
It was the other band.
Yeah. And I think I'm remembering that right, or maybe there was a couple of people, but anyways, that just kind of stood out to me because we were so psyched for this show. We're like, oh yeah, we're gonna fucking rock. It's gonna be awesome. And then like literally, there's nobody there at all, and we were all like, oh. I think we played. I mean, like I don't fucking remember, but I think we like played fine. But it was just like the air got taken out of us because
Sure.
there was literally nobody there.
Right.
So it was one of those.
It's like a rehearsal.
Yeah, right. So, and I've played in some, a lot of small bands that didn't really have much of a following. So that, that has happened to one degree or another with almost all my bands. So,
So you've been conditioned. You have a callus.
I know what it's like to play shows for
totally.
nobody. Let's just put it like that. It's like, well, I might as well just not play shows at all. I might as well just play in my bedroom. But I mean, usually there's at least like a couple people there. But
Right.
in the grand scheme of things, it's not like I don't think I've ever played a show for hundreds of people. you know, except for maybe like a couple music festivals. But anyways, how about you?
Oh, it's always nice when you start playing and people leave. You know, that's when.
Oh yeah, that's when you're crushing.
Totally, they're like, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of this.
Yeah. Do you remember? I don't know if I should bring this up actually. So what was your worst gig experience?
Yeah, I was even trying to think about that myself. I didn't mean to bring that up for any specific person.
It's okay. I'm just curious.
But you know, like you said, I've definitely I remember there was a couple times in like the mid 2000s I was playing at the Good Hurt on Venice.
I played there. That was like where my first LA show was.
And everyone was just like super awed, and it got to the point where like it was just like the wheels had come off, and like we're all doing our own thing, and I was just like, God, no one gives a shit about no one gives a
cares.
fuck.
But what's cool about that place is that they had nurses.
Oh yeah,
and they had a couple,
it was hot.
And
it was hot for a while.
And there was like some stripper poles.
I've
there.
had good shows there too.
Yeah,
but I just remember one time there, I was just like, I almost like had the thought of like, do we just stop? Do we just
should we just go home?
Like, should we even finish the song? Yeah. Like it was like that. It was just like, and like no one cares. I was like, are we doing them a favor if we just were like, okay, thank you, you're welcome if we just stop. That's our solo.
Everyone starts clapping for the first time.
Totally. Hey, would you guys like it if we stopped?
Everyone snaps out of what their conversations.
Thank you very much. We are the Balding Eagles.
Wow.
We don't play any Eagles songs, and we don't play our own. Yeah. Oh man. We had a play open for us one time.
Fiddler on the Roof.
No, it was like a children's play. And then there was a talent show one time, and then
that's great.
There was one time we were at this like kind of Elks Lodge kind of place, and we had been through this enough where our bassist was like, "All right, we know you guys are out there. Just come out. Like the weirdest people you'd ever seen in your entire life came out of the shadows into the like light. It was like a movie for sure.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Yeah. My band. Well, it was when I moved to Los Angeles. Moved in with my friend Ryan, and there was another person there named Charlie, who was a great bass player and songwriter, and he was starting a band of his music that I ended up being the guitar player for, called Blind Rise, and we played the Good Hurt. I'm pretty sure it was with them that we played I'm pretty sure it was with them, and Robbie Krieger from The Doors was playing that night too, and he actually played before us, which was interesting. So yeah, Robbie Krieger from The Doors played with us at the Good Hurt, so that was really cool.
That's cool.
And I think they played, or maybe they did. Maybe they played after us. I can't really remember now. But there was something weird about it. Like that was kind of weird. Like, why are we playing after? Anyways, doesn't matter. But yeah, Robbie Krieger, he's a great guitar player. You know, he's gotten older, you know, as people do. But man, he's good. I like how he's got that like Spanish flamenco style kind of. Mm-hmm. The Doors were pretty awesome. I don't know if you like them.
Of course. You know, they never really had a bassist or whatever. They just had the organ kind of holding it down, you know, the keys.
Right. I think on their albums they did have session bassists come in and play, but live it was always just the keys.
Don't fact check me.
Well, no, not on every song.
I'm just
though.
kidding. I was just kidding.
On some songs. But yeah, I love music from back then. I think there was something cool about everyone playing their own instruments, and I mean, obviously there was bands like the Monkees, calling out the Monkees who didn't play their own instruments. I don't know if you knew that. I mean, I think everyone knows that example, but there was a lot of examples of LA bands back in this, you know, the day 60s, who the Beach Boys. None of them really played on their albums except for Brian Wilson, who was the leader. There was this, they're called the Wrecking Crew, which people know about. This group of session players back in the day who were very famous. They played on all of Aretha's records, except for the one she did at Muscle Shoals, and that was a different group of people. But, or I think maybe I'm wrong, but they played on a ton of albums for bands. But they never really took credit. So we thought like the Beach Boys were all just playing the instruments on the Beach Boys albums. Turns out, no, these amazing musicians were, and that's why it sounds so fucking good, you know?
That play there every day, that record this stuff every day.
Oh, yeah, and they play together all the time, too. Right. So they're just like dialed.
Like, okay, we get it. Yeah, they're like, okay, it was this song? Okay, yeah.
They would replace drummers all the time. They would replace bass players all the time, and they would... And as...
Brutal.
Well, but it's because they sound a million trillion times better, and they're trying to make hit records.
Right,
you know?
right. What's the best mixture? Right.
So, you know, because I think back in the day, it's weird because like you had, it wasn't until really like the Beatles where bands were really like playing their own instruments and writing their own songs and stuff. Before that, it was like a big pop era of like
songwriters on top of big bands or whatever.
Yeah, right. Or yeah, and like maybe they didn't write the song and maybe they did, but most of the bands weren't the actual, you know, like the Monkees were just, I think they did learn the songs though to play live, which is kind of cool. You know, like they learned the parts of the session players or like a simplified part. But yeah, I watched the Wrecking Crew documentary, which is really fucking cool. They were amazing musicians. But that whole tangent was because I was going to say is that the bands that I really love all did play their own instruments, like the Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, the Beatles, Rolling Stones, James Taylor,
right.
You know, all these Elton John, Stevie Wonder, B.B. King, all the amazing blues guys, all the amazing rock folk people, Joni Mitchell. Like I love that stuff because, and especially the ones who wrote their own songs too, because there's just something about someone playing a song that they wrote and them playing it, and it feels so personal and genuine and real. I think that's why the singer-songwriter thing got so big in the 70s. Was like, you know, you hear James Taylor and Joni Mitchell singing these songs that they wrote, and no one else can play those, you know, like that. You know, like you could cover their songs, but it's not going to sound like them playing their song.
It's like Tom Petty, like he would have like a 3-chord song where like only he could sound like him.
Right. Yeah. He's a great example of that. Yeah. And Bob Dylan too. Like no one can pull that off. No one can pull off Bob Dylan except Bob Dylan. And
Robert Zimmerman.
And Robert Zimmerman too. Yeah. He can pull it off. That guy, man, I tell you what a gem. His name is way more Jewish that way. But Bob Dylan's a pretty cool name. That was good. That was a good call. Switching it up.
Yeah. Instead of Booger Fart Squatch. Changes to Bob Dylan.
Yeah. That was a strong call.
Booger Fart Squatch was probably pretty rough to go by.
Yeah, but I love that shit, man. It's cool. And the Doors were a great example of like they wrote all their own songs and played all their own instruments. And there's a cool story about the way the Doors. I don't know if this is true, but it was in their biography book that I read. I think it was called "No One Here Gets Out Alive." And they said that they're like, let's form a band, right? They met in Venice Beach. Jim Morrison and Ray Manzarek went to UCLA Film School, and anyways, they decide they're going to start a band, and they're like, So they picked out of a hat who was going to play what instrument. And I was like, that's a fun story. But like, if you can't play drums, you can't play drums. So obviously the guy who can play drums is going to be the drummer. And, you know, is it just luck that Raymond Zurich is that good at the keys? Like, was he going to like, oh, I picked the singer, I guess I'm going to be the singer, you know? So it's probably bullshit, or it's just like a nice, fun story. But, you know, Jim Morrison turned out to be the lead singer. And
I don't know. You were talking about that earlier today. Like, do people get born into like being good at something or not? Or can it be trained?
Yeah, I think it's both. I think it's definitely both. But Jim Morrison's a cool example because, like, according to this biography, at least, it's like, you know, he wasn't like a singer when he joined the band, but he's like, I'm going to be a singer now. And he just, obviously he can sing to a certain degree, but like he just became this amazing vocal presence. And just was able to like be a really special voice that people grabbed onto. So it's cool, you know, it's cool how like someone who like Bob Dylan, who's not the best singer, but when you listen to him, like he just doesn't have the most pretty sounding voice, but he actually is a really good singer, but he just doesn't have a pretty voice, you know? So there's a difference.
I'm holding in a cough.
We'll just cough.
I'm back. Whether you like it or not.
I think we hit that pretty good.
Yeah. You gotta tighten it either.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
All right, dude. I won't worry about it.
I got it, bro.
Yeah, you do.
I was just trying to turn it away from me while I took a drink.
Took a swig of the drink.
Took a little bitch drink.
Took a slut drink.
Got a little bitch drink.
Slut drink on your mouth.
And don't you know that I touched those and I ate those?
Something gonna fall over, dude?
I don't think so. No, it's on the couch.
Nice.
Yo.
Nice. What was your first job you ever had?
First job where I was actually hired and paid was a landscaping thing. It was in high school, and it was called Osier Landscaping in Hampstead, New Hampshire.
How old were you?
Shout out to Osier and all my homies who worked at Osier with me. All like a bunch of my friends worked there too, so it was kind of fun. I guess I was 14, whatever, first year of high school, whatever that is, 13, 14. Yeah. That was it. And I think I made $6 an hour or something. And we would all like get like 5 of us in a pickup truck with only a front seat, and we would go to people's houses and mow their lawn, drop off a bunch of bark mulch, and like spread the bark mulch around, and landscaping stuff. Rake their leaves. And in the winter, you'd shovel driveways. And
what was the worst job you ever had?
Well, that one sucked pretty bad. But I've had a lot of shitty jobs.
Sometimes it's just the day.
It's all relative.
Sometimes it's the day is shitty.
It's all relative. Well, I mean, sometimes it's just how much you're getting paid is the shitty part. You're like, working your ass off and you're getting paid dog shit. That's never fun. But like I never like the hardest job I ever did, like physically difficult, was I worked like a construction job for a while, framing commercial buildings. That wasn't very fun. That was kind of hard on the back and the hands. And I remember like it'd be sweet if you had gloves, but you couldn't wear gloves because you had to like hold the screws in and like screw them in, and so I remember my fingers just getting ripped up doing that. And then I worked at a lot of restaurants after that, which was, restaurants are kind of tough hours, and I wasn't making a lot of money. I was like running food and whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, trying to think of what the worst job I ever had was. Oh, selling knives for Cutco. That was pretty shitty. Yeah. And like, God love my fucking soccer coach, John Bland. Shout out John Bland. He bought some knives from me, and my uncle Greg, shout out Uncle Greg, he bought a fuckload of knives. So like they kept me afloat for like the 2 months I did it for.
Just selling knives to your family.
That's that's how it works, dude. So like I saw an ad of like job base pay $17.50 an hour. I was like, oh shit, like $17.50 an hour? Like that was way more than I was making. This was in high school. And so I went, but like it didn't say what the job was. Mm-hmm. It just said, it's just like show up here, base pay 17.
Show up in this alley.
Yeah, it was like this little office building, right? And like there's me and some other people there, and we still had no idea why we're there. We're just like, we're gonna make $17.50. This is gonna be sick, you know?
Right.
And
crush it.
And then we find out that it's Cutco, and there's like this super gung-ho sales guy there who's like trying to get us all jazzed about selling knives for them. Oh my God. And and he's a good salesman. He was like selling us on it. He's like you can make all this money, like it's
Can you imagine being that guy? Like that guy's life?
Shout out to Nick from Cutco. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So when we're young impressionable kids who want to make money,
for sure.
So, and I'm like, fuck, I'm already here, and like they pretty much don't give you a choice. It's like one of those. It's like high pressure. Like you're here, so like they got you there. So like they're gonna try to do everything they can to make you do it, make you be a salesperson.
Of course, yeah.
Right. So I gave in and like was like, I knew in my head I was like, this, I do not want to do this, but like their sales tactics get you. That's the best way I can explain it. Or got me. They got me. And so they're like, okay, so you start off by selling to your family and friends, and then you get referrals from them. That's their business model. They get kids off the street with this ad, and then they have you sell to people and then you get referrals from people you know. So I don't know if you know this, but it's super fucking uncomfortable to go to family and friends, soccer coaches, uncles, neighbors, and like door to door, like with your fucking knife. Like luckily,
with knives.
Yeah, luckily, I will say this.
How old were you again? When you were selling knives on the street?
I was probably like, I don't know, 18, 17.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's respectable door-to-door knife sales at that age.
Yeah. I can't remember. It was somewhere around there. And maybe I was older. Maybe it was after high school. Anyways, no, it wasn't. It was definitely in high school. I might have been 15 or 16. Well, I'm trying to think of could I drive there or not. I don't remember. But what was I saying?
You were selling knives door to door.
Oh yeah. So the one thing that was like that I will say that helped is that these knives were actually really fucking good. Like the knives are
sell themselves.
The knives sell themselves. They do. Like I still have some to this day in our drawer right over here, and my mom still has hers, and I'm sure Uncle Greg still has his, and I'm sure Coach Bland still has his. Shout out to Cutco. And so what they would do, like my little thing, I put it on a little show, right? Like I thank you for letting me into your house. Check out these knives I have.
Jesus.
Right? And I would have a piece of leather This is what I would do. I'll sell you, right?
Yeah. Oh, thanks for letting me into your house. These are my knives.
Get your best kitchen knife. I tell you what, get your best 3 kitchen knives and bring them over to the table. Let's do a test. And I would have some.
Yours is already so sharp and.
Well, I mean, yes, but I would have some leather, right? And we'd cut through the leather, and it'd be super easy with the Cutco knife. But most of the time, with your average kitchen knife that hasn't been sharpened in a long time, it's not that easy. So these knives were really good, and there was a couple other tests that we did, and the knives kind of do sell themselves. I tell you what, and like I'm in there all bushy-tailed and cute, and my family wants to help me out, and so yeah, so I think I did it for not very long, maybe a month or two, and then I was like, I better quit before I kill myself.
Brought to you by our sponsor, Cutco. Before I kill myself. Their motto. Buy these before I kill myself.
Brought to you by Cutco Corporation. Better sell these knives before I kill myself. I need to apologize to everyone who just listened to that story. I said the word like an ungodly amount of times, and I don't feel good about it. I'm definitely not proud of it. But here I am, admitting my mistakes and vowing to do better in the future and not say the word like so goddamn much. I am sorry. And we're back. What's the worst job you ever had?
I think it was when I worked at Pizza Hut.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the worst job I ever had. I was the and sometimes we had to rotate who was dishwasher and who was the cook.
Uh-huh.
We had to
Right.
So over the weekend, if you were the dishwasher, you just spent all weekend you had 3 different sinks. You had the far left, it was like hot as fuck. Like everything's coming in fucking super. You are the front end of this garbage disposal.
Oh yeah, dishwashing.
And I'm like,
tough job.
I'm like 18, 19. I think it was like 18.
Yeah.
It's my summer over like my freshman year of college.
Yeah.
Super. But some of the jobs are fine. Like we're
dishwashing's tough. That's a really tough.
And we had all the pots and pans. Like you gotta really get in there.
Especially when you have like metal pans that have like grease and you really got to scrub the fuck out of those. 100%. It's a brutal. It's the worst job in a restaurant.
I had one day where I just did like fucking just like burp, 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 burp. And the next day like I came in, he's like, dude, I had to come in and do all your pots and pans again because it looked like this is how you do it.
Yeah.
So ever since then, like I was, that's how I learned.
You know what? And it sucks because I've worked at a lot of restaurants, and the dishwasher is not always, but the dishwasher is usually a younger person who, it's like entry level.
Right. It's like the mailroom.
Yeah. Right. And, and they get paid the least pretty much of anyone in the restaurant, but it's really fucking hard. It's like, it's almost the hardest job in the whole restaurant, if not I guess cooking, like chef is pretty tough because you got to get the food right, but dishwasher is right up there with like the most labor intensive for sure.
Everything's going down, especially
a busy restaurant. There's a ton of fucking dishes and you got to keep up, and you got to scrub, and you're just scrubbing all day, man. You're just scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing, and then when you're tired of scrubbing, you gotta scrub some more. And it's just like, oh man, shout out to all the dishwashers out there
taking us to Scrub Town.
And thank you for everything you've done. And if you have any other job opportunities, any other ways to make money in your life, do those instead. You don't need to be a dishwasher. You're better than that. You can wait tables. It's not that hard. Just remember what the fucking menu says. And you can even take a little notepad and write down the orders if you want. You don't even have to remember them. You can do that. So stop dishwashing and start doing something else. You can do it. I believe in you.
Start selling meth.
Unless these fucking restaurants want to start paying their dishwashers what they deserve, I think the dishwasher should go on strike. I'm calling for it right now. Dishwasher strike. I want to see your wages up to at least 50%. Let's get a quick word from our sponsors. Take it away, John. And welcome back. My name is Smack Daddy, and this is my friend, Balakna Jesus. Welcome to the podcast. Let's hear a little song.
Hush, little child, coming to help you sleep. It is I, always helping you go to sleep when you close your eyes.
It's I, the one who hooks you deeply in your pillow when you're trying not to seek about your stepdad. It's
I'm straggling from you underneath.
It was brought to you by Jerry's Tacos. It was from 3rd and 4th Street. You can see them over the 76. Phillips 76. There, Katie Cole over there.
It was brought to you by U-Haul.
You haul your own shit over there. it's the empty lot that you haul your own shit over.
Starting to feel these mushrooms a little bit.
Brought to you by U-Haul. The empty lot over by 3rd and 4th. Where you bring your own haul. U-Haul. U-Haul. We dispose of bodies. Jerry, if you're out there.
Jerry, do you hear me?
Jerry,
Jerry, do you hear me?
Jerry, do you hear me, Jerry?
Where's Ben? Where's Ben?
The new Ben and Jerry's theme song. That'd be the weirdest theme song ever.
Yeah, that'd be pretty rough.
If you guys are out there, like, we could modify that a little bit if you wanted.
Yeah. We'll do your theme song for you if you ask real nice.
It could be something like we just did.
Yeah. And we could do it better if you give us money.
Or we could just do that.
Yeah.
Or you could just have that be it.
Here, let's take another crack at it. Ready?
Of Ben and Jerry's?
Yeah. Ready?
And
2, 3, 4.
Jerry on the corner.
Benz.
Where is your body,
Benz.
Jerry on the corner.
Benz.
That's not ice cream.
Jerry on the pins.
That's not ice cream.
Jerry on the pins.
That was better.
See, they would like that. Jerry's
Where's your sister Jerry?
He's got the bends.
Oh, Jerry's got those pens.
Oh my God.
Sleepy
He's
Jerry.
having crazy dreams about mint chocolate chip.
He's drinking too much, smoking too much.
Chocolate chip and coke.
Give me some ice cream. Pass me the dice.
Vanilla chocolate.
Blunts in my mouth.
Caramel salt.
Cookies and cream.
Make me a chocolate.
Cookie dough.
Yeah.
Cookie dough.
Make it for me.
Ben, Jerry Ben.
I always wanted Jerry Benz. Jerry's got the nipples.
They're really big and wide.
Harry sometimes you're gonna get 'em hairy nipples. Oh, hairy.
Let me touch those nipples, baby. Wanna touch you now, wanna touch you.
If you were born with super hairy nipples, I just want you to know that it's okay. And we're here for you at the Nipple Support Group. You can call us at 1-800-NIP-NIP and nothing. Okay? There's nothing else. Definitely not what I said before. I cut in over it. Just call 1-800-NIP-NIP today and get your hairy nipples treated.
But if you did get here, that call number is what I would do is take the phone. Then I would hang it up. And then I just wouldn't pick it up again.
You know, in all seriousness, if you are thinking about killing yourself, there's a lot more things you could do with your time that would be more productive. And, like coding. You could study to be a doctor. You could watch a Teletubbies marathon. Oh, man. And, everything's going to be okay. Don't do it. Don't do it. And don't watch the Teletubbies because then you might want to. Yeah, I think there's a statistic out of Denmark that in 1999, 30% of all people who watched the Teletubbies in the month of November either killed themselves or someone they loved. And I don't think that's good, but maybe that was going to happen anyways. It's not the Teletubbies' fault. Anyways, here's a Ray Charles classic for you.
Do you want to drink my ball juice? Do you wanna? Do you want to drink my ball juice? Do you want to drink my ball juice? Think I really do. Think I really do. Do you want to drink my ball juice? Bottles, bottles. Think I really do. Think I really do. Do you want to drink my ball juice? Drink my ball
And welcome back to the Brittle Retard Podcast. We are here at 69 Vestibule Romance Drive. And if you have any questions or concerns, you can send us a letter that we won't read. Or you can email us at thewholeglorypodcast@gmail.com. Send in any questions or love letters or musical ideas or dick pics, tit pics, pussy pics. We don't discriminate as far as the pics go. So any pics of anything, really, you can send it to thewholeglorypodcast@gmail.com. And we may or may not look at it. Welcome back to the show. And we appreciate you all out there listening. If you've got this far, wow, that is really something. You should pat yourself on the back or look yourself in the mirror or maybe just call your therapist at this point.
Yeah, turn the car off.
Yeah. Open the garage door.
Turn the car off.
Yeah.
This is the point in the tape where you turn the car off.
Yeah. Go inside. Go outside. Do something else.
Yeah, if you really want to kill yourself, get ready.
Yeah, because this podcast is not
Settle
over.
in. I would put in overdrive. Maybe push the gas a little. Put a brick on it.
Oh man, that's fucked up. I don't know if we should say that. Should we say that?
Oh, I think, yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's how we should start every show.
Yeah.
Every show should start that way.
Yeah. We know that.
That's wrong.
Yeah. We know that suicides are fucked up and bad.
But in order to hear the context, you would have to hear the 3 hours that were before this.
Well, what's more important is that we talk about these things, if we don't joke about it, then we probably don't give a fuck about it. If we do joke about it, then we probably give a fuck. So, whatever those fucks are worth, that's up to you. What is a fuck worth to you? Send in an email or call us at 1-800 what is a fuck worth to you. We'd really like to know in the comment section. So I know we don't have a comment section, but if we did, that's where you would leave a comment. So good luck with that. You have anything else to say, Levantes?
Yeah, you can send us a letter in the mail. We have a P.O. box that we check every month. Right?
Yeah. P.O. Box 6969, Los Angeles, California.
Yeah.
90121.
Yeah. And I will meet there on Tuesday, the 23rd, if anyone else also would like to meet.
Yeah, we have a meetup at the P.O. Box every Tuesday where we do a meet and greet. And we talk about P.O. boxes and how, pissed off they make us.
Yeah, we were asked to leave last time. The guy who owns the place was not appreciative of our presence there.
Yeah, but what's great about public spaces like the post office is that they can't trespass you unless you've committed a crime.
Oh, but this was just like a shipping center.
Oh, yeah, if you do it at a DHL or a UPS store, yeah, they can probably kick you out legally. So, but if you know anything about P.O. boxes, you would know that they're only at the post office. That's what P.O. stands for.
But you can buy one at one of these places.
Right. But the address wouldn't be P.O. Box 696.
You can get one at like UPS and shit.
It'd be a UPO box.
Would it be UPO box?
UPO.
UPO? The UPO 00 5020
Yeah.
7002 Banana
So-
5.
So, yeah. So we'll either see you at the meetup. That's at the P.O. Box.
Yeah, that doesn't exist, but we'll be there.
Yeah. Or, just send us an email. You fucking...
What was the email again?
thewholeglorypodcast@gmail.com. And yeah, we love you all. We love you and your stupid faces. And we're just so grateful for how fucking dumb you guys are. And I just want to send out a bunch of love to all the fucking dumbasses out there who you know, who are just doing their best and who are just living their best life. You know, I think it's really special, and we support you, and thank you for supporting us. Take care. And don't forget to eat your oatmeal raisin cookies from Subway, because they're really good. And don't forget to call your mom on Mother's Day. And don't forget to read a book from time to time. You know, books are cool and they still exist and you can still read them. You know, you don't have to be on Amazon all fucking day like a loser. You know, you can fucking buy your socks from a Ross just like everybody else. You know, oh, I know you need fucking special Rick and Morty socks. Yeah. Oh, I can only get them on fucking Amazon. Yeah, shut up. Go to Ross. Get some socks.
Get some Ross socks.
Yeah, and they have lots of other great stuff there too. While you're there, you could probably find a cool T-shirt.
Cutlery.
Yeah, I mean, they won't.
Your knives.
Well,
Can you get your knives?
They won't be Cutco, but you could get some bullshit there, I'm sure. They also have luggage and belts and underwear and undershirts and shoes. You know, you can get your whole wardrobe from Ross. Or, you know, if you don't have a Ross around you, there's a thing called Marshalls or TJ Maxx. And, you know, we're not sponsored by them, but if you want some cheap ass shit that still looks kind of good, that's your move. And now we will be doing a jingle for TJ Maxx and their new slogan, cheap ass shit that looks kind of good.
If you want some cheap ass shit, yeah. Sunglasses that looks kinda good.
Army shorts.
Go to TJ Maxx, yeah.
XL plain colored
Get some cheap ass shit. Oh, cheap ass shit that looks kinda good.
Muppet socks.
Cheap ass shit that looks kinda good.
Pepper grinder.
Cheap ass shit that looks kinda good. When you leave, you still have a little bit of money.
Dockers.
Looks kinda good. Can't say the same for your dignity.
Polos with palm trees.
Shit, a little bit of money. Cheap ass shit. Pots and pans, a little bit of money.
Chain wallet with a skull.
Angel ass some cheap ass shit.
Cargo shorts.
Cheap ass shit that looks kinda good.
Pineapple bathing
Cheap
suits.
ass shit that looks kinda good.
Oven mitts.
Cheap ass shit that looks kinda good. When you leave, you still have a little bit of money. Can't say the same for your dignity.
Lavender candles.
But when you leave, you still have a bit of money.
Spoon holder.
And you'll have some cheap ass shit.
Go behind the fitting rooms and find some
Have
crack.
some cheap ass shit.
It's usually on the way to the bathroom.
You'll have some cheap ass shit.
Find the guy with the Van Halen t-shirt.
Have some cheap ass shit.
He's always got something.
And you'll have some cheap ass shit.
If it's Coke, just cook it yourself.
And you'll have some cheap ass shit. And you'll have some cheap ass shit.
All right, and we should do one for Ross too. This is Ross's new commercial jingle called What's Ross with That? No, that's not good. What's Got me Rossin So Hard. I'm Rossin So Hard.
I'm Rossin So Hard.
This is Ross's new commercial. I'm Rossin So Hard.
Going to a party, showing up at work.
Fuck yeah.
I got some new clothes on, make me wanna twerk. I'm Rossin so hard, I'm Rossin so hard, I'm Rossin so hard tonight. I'm Rossin so hard, I'm Rossin so hard, I'm Rossin so hard, I might start a party, Rossin so hard, out in the streets, Rossin so hard, party in my pants like, all down to my feet. I'm Rossin so hard. I'm Rossin so hard. I go to Ross and I buy my shoes and I buy my pants and I buy my lube, 'cause I'm Rossin so hard. Sometimes I buy my sheets, Rossin so hard. Rossin on my knees. Got my pillows and my blankets,
Rossin on my face.
pillows and my blankets,
Rossin in my place.
luggage and my underwear. Rossin like nobody's watching. I'm Rossin so hard, I'm Rossin so hard tonight. I'm Rossin so hard, I'm Rossin so hard, I'm Rossin so hard, I might. Best thing about Ross is you can go to the ladies section if you want some sexy clothes. That's where I get all my best stuff. Got a pants with a zipper and I'm Rossin so hard. Zipper comes down, yeah, Rossin so hard. What happens next? Oh, I'm Rossin so hard tonight.
Rossin So Hard, available at a store near you.
That's every Saturday.
You know what I really love about the holidays? All the flags. You know, all the different colors and the stripes and the stars and, you know, nothing like a good flag on the holidays. And one of my favorite parts about flags is how they wave together, you know? You have multiple flags and a nice breeze comes through and they all just kind of wave together. All not all the same, a little different. You know, every flag's different. But, you know, they just have this cohesive, you know, booty shaking thing that they do. And I fucking love it. I love a good fucking flag. Oh, so sexy. And, you know, it's just something about, you know, nationalism gets me so hot and bothered. You know, it's like, oh, the Star of David. It's like, oh, I just love Israel so much. And I just don't know what to do. I get so worked up. And it's like, oh my God, what other countries are there I want to learn about? Saudi Arabia. Oh yeah, tell me about it. Oh, fucking Jordan. Yeah, tell me Jordan. Oh, well, yeah, Jordan. I like that. Thailand. Oh, yeah, baby. Give me some Thailand. Yeah, I love Thailand. Oh, Switzerland. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, Switzerland. Oh, Sweden. Oh, yeah. Oh, Denmark. Oh, yeah, give it to me, Denmark. Oh, yeah. Give me some of that Danish lovin'. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada's right. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada, yeah. Oh, you guys are so fucking nice. Oh, you're so nice. Oh, you're so nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're so nice. Oh, my God. I just love a good flag, you know? Oh, it just gets me going. You know, just think about all the flags and all those colors, all the shapes and sizes. Oh, fuck me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that Italian flag. Oh, it's got the same colors as Mexico. Oh, it's so great. Oh, the French flag, the same colors as the fucking Duvanian flag and the Iranian flag and all those Pakistani and Kazakhstan. Yeah, fuck the Soviet Union. Yeah, now you're your own country. Yeah, Dagestan. Oh, yeah, get it. Yeah, we don't need those fucking Soviets. Those unions. We don't need those unions. Who likes those unions? Fucking nobody. Nobody likes those fucking unions anyways. Fuck those unions. Dagestan all day, bitches. What other stands are there? There's the one from the Eminem song. That was poor Stan. That's poor Stan. There's what did I say? Pakistan. Is it Uzbekistan? That's one. People forget about Uzbekistan. You know, they don't get enough love. I would like to take this moment to send some love to Uzbekistanians. Peace and love and harmony. You don't get shout out enough. And, you know, let's give that flag some love. This is about flag love. Okay? It's about loving flags. It's about waving them proud and loud. And never taking no shit from no one. Except those who you're willing to take shit from. And then just let it go, man. You know? It's going to be okay. So, I digress. Thank you. Bye.